Hey everyone, Russo here again. Today we're going to be covering the Staedtler Permanent Lumocolor. Now this is a really nice marker, and I'll tell you what I used it for a little bit later, but first we'll go over the details here. So this pen you can use on almost every surface and it'll stay on there. Oh my god, I'm having a blank. When I was in school, maybe, now this is gonna really date me, but when I was back in school, elementary school, I think maybe still in high school, we would use the overhead projectors, and this is great for those. I know somewhere in the world they still use those. So if you're one of those people that still uses it, this is a good one for that. However, I will say that it's permanent and you can't wash it off. So it would be a permanent projection sheet. So it's waterproof, it's smudge proof, and take that with a grain of salt because not every surface is the same, and you can't 100% say that it's not gonna come off on a certain surface. Now it claims to be low odor. I'm just gonna do a sniff test because I've never tried before. Yeah, it kind of smells like a Sharpie, but I don't know. When I've been using it, I haven't noticed any odor or anything like that. And the colors are light fast in the case of the brown and the black. These also come in red, green, I believe blue as well. I don't know if it comes in yellow, but I think it's just red, blue, oh, maybe a purple as well. And this is another one of those that, as you can see right here, says dry safe, which means that you can leave this uncapped and it will not dry up. And their claim is for several days. You can leave it uncapped and it won't dry up. So from other ones that I've reviewed, different brands and stuff like that, it does say 12 hours, 15 hours, stuff like that. So I wonder how many hours this can really go without drying out. But that's great quality if you're drawing something and you walk away and you just forget the cap somewhere else. You won't come back to a totally dry pen. And these ones are actually, while I was researching, I did not know this, but apparently these are refillable, which is good. And yeah, so they come in a few different sizes. The one I have here is fine, so that's F for fine. And then they have, I believe, a super fine, a medium, and a broad, and I don't know if that's it, but so they do come in a decent range of sizes. And so let me open it up and show you. So it's got a cool tip like that. It's kind of like a plastic clear tip, and then there's just ink around it right now, but it normally looks kind of like clearish gray. And this little lip here, I'm not a huge fan of, just because it's not sharp, but it's a quite hard edge. It doesn't taper down or anything like that. So if you were to be holding it up here and then, you know, your finger started sliding down, then that might be an uncomfortable spot to have your fingers be landing. So that's one thing that I don't really like about it, but let's test it out. Let's go over here, and I'm just, as you can see, if you've watched any of my past videos, I'm just reusing the same sheet of paper because I don't want to waste, you know. Paper, especially watercolor paper, is kind of expensive, and I mean, I don't want to, you know, I don't want it to go to waste. So, old doodles. And here we go for some line tests. Pretty nice. It's a nice dark line. I really do like that. I like how concentrated it is. You know, it's very easy to see. It pops out at you. However, I will point out, I don't know if you can see this, but as I said, I'm using watercolor paper, and you can see that, like, right at the edges here where I lifted off my marker, that it has kind of pooled there because I left the tip down for a little bit longer there. So that's something to just note when you're using something like this, that if you're using it on a very porous surface, that it is going to kind of bleed a little bit. And that's why something like this would be good for a hard surface. Like, I would definitely want to, you know, draw on something plastic with this, or something metal, something like that doesn't absorb it. I think that would be a perfect use for it. And this works really well on, I don't know if any of you have heard of stone paper. I forgot the brand, but that type of paper is very, very smooth, and maybe I'm going to review it one of these days, but it's very smooth, very soft, and I couldn't find a pen or a marker that would really go well on that paper, and this pen seemed to be the best for me for that one. It's very, I don't know, it's I guess because stone paper has kind of almost a plasticky quality to it, that this looks so good on it, you know? I don't know. So I do really like this one. And that's about it for this one. Let me think of a rating here. So out of 10, let's see. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. And that's only because I find I can't use it in all circumstances that I would like to. So it's kind of just one of those that for a specific project, I would bust it out. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and take care, and see you next time.